I don't know if you had the chance to analyze both Knee and Arslan's playstyles. Can you tell the difference? Yeah, it's a long explanation. The Knee is like a Tekken old head, right? So when you fight Knee, he's like, you can tell he's looking at everything you're doing. You can feel it. Like the way he starts moving is changing. The way he's looking for your timing, especially when he was playing a character like Steve, right? Like he was catching like my dash jab with a back one. So he's looking and his eyes are on you, which is really cool. And it makes it really fun to play because in a game like Tekken 7, usually a lot of people are ignoring what the other player is doing and just trying to run their game plan. And if you're smart enough about it, like if your game plan is solid enough, you can get away with just not caring. Why would you do that, Nene? You can get away with just running your shit and then finding a counter hit or a low parry, right? Arslan is like peak Tekken 7. He is so streamlined for the Tekken 7 first to 2. So when I fought him in a first to 10 when he came to America, he felt very like beatable. Like he was running his game plan, he would make a few good reads. His reactions are insane. Like you can't contest that. Arslan has some of the best reactions you've ever seen. But the way he's playing isn't as dynamic as Knee. He's not actively trying to counter what you're doing. He is trying to run his character and his game plan for that matchup as efficiently as possible. And he's really, really good at it. So they're both really hard in different ways because Arslan will make you fight Tekken 7 as hard as you can. And Knee is like, you better be bringing your best game with no flaws because he will find them. And you can see that in my set with Knee where, you can see that in my set with Knee where he, not only did he switch to Negan, but in the final round he played like low over and over again. Like it was obvious to a guy like that after the first 2 games that I was not someone who was gonna like low parry him probably. The irony of that is if I weren't as nervous, I probably do low parry him or mash, like because Negan is a standing low, right? He doesn't like high crush. But I threw away a lot of my life doing what I just did there. So different dynamics, but both very challenging in their own right to play. Knee was probably some of the most fun I've had playing Tekken though. I want to play him again really badly. I think given a lot of time to adapt, he would have destroyed me. That was like my one chance to beat him is what that felt like. Because it was like he's never seen me before. Even you could see moments in the set where like he was confused that I was still backdashing, right? Like I would hit him and just keep running. It was insane. So that was really funny to fight against and to see it happen. To see that people were still confused that PhiDX just keeps moving. Something that was really cool at this last Evo was this story is actually really funny. I was at my pool and this was like day 2 I think, and Knee had the same pool. So Knee was wheeling around like a wheelchair, not a wheelchair, a luggage, like a carry-on luggage, and it had his arcade stick in it. So we started chatting about that, and then he saw me take a sip from like a flask, and he said, "What is that?" And I said, "Oh, it's a secret." And then he laughed. And I was like, yeah, just nervous, you know? And he's like, why are you nervous? Your Noctis is very strong. And I'm like, wow, okay. Thanks, man. That was cool. And then this was way before we were supposed to play, but that was really flattering. And then a little bit after, I was walking around the pools also, and I ran into Rangshu. And if you don't know, I played Rangshu at, not Combo Breaker, CEO 2022 in the summer. And Rangshu, he went up to me, he said, oh, you. And then I was like, oh, hi, you know, and I was about to just leave. But then he went, how did you get so good in 1 year? You are so much better. And that was really cool because for me, I don't feel like I got that much better. What I feel like I could do is, again, because of all the focus practice, I just got better at playing how I do at home. And I told him that, like, you know, I tried to like simplify the English or whatever. I couldn't remember how I said it. I told him like, thank you. I feel like I didn't get a lot better, but I got better at focusing and not playing scared. And he said, did somebody teach you? And I said, yeah, I hung with like speed kicks a lot, but you know, we mainly talked about focus, not the game. Like, you know, breathe when you play, things like that. And he said, oh, well, very good job. Punish. But yeah, that was a really cool moment, I think, of validation. I got a lot of like nice affirmations during that tournament. It was really cool. Evo was probably my favorite trip I've had in a long time.